Alrighty, so welcome to Chapter 2, Section 2, Logic. Okay, so first of all, a statement. A statement is a sentence that's either true or false, no in between. And each one of these statements is going to be given a truth value. You either mark it as true with a T or false with an F. Now, truth value or statements are often represented by letters. Like for example, this is statement P. Statement P is a rectangle is a quadrilateral. We know that's true, so the truth value is T for true. Now the reason why they use letters is because you might have multiple statements. And instead of listing all the statements, you can say statement P, R, S, and T to refer to four statements right away. That's the reason. Now, the negation of a statement. Negation of a statement, to negate it, basically is to have the opposite meaning. So not only is it the opposite meaning, but it's also going to be the opposite truth value. And as far as the letter, we would either say not in the letter, so in this case not P, or we would have this little symbol, it looks like a little tilde. That also means the statement is negated. I'll show you an example. So here you can see that we have the same statement negated. There's the tilde, so not P would be a rectangle is not a quadrilateral, and we know that's false, so the truth value is false. So a compound statement joined by the word and is a conjunction. If it's joined by the word or, it's not. Now a conjunction is only true, it only has a value of true if both statements are true. And the symbol we use looks like this, kind of like an arrow. I'll give you an example. So, statement P, a rectangle is a quadrilateral, and yes, that's true. Statement Q, a rectangle is convex, and yes, that's true. So P and Q joined with the word and would be a rectangle is a quadrilateral and a rectangle is convex. So P and Q is true, or the conjunction of P and Q is true. Okay, so let's take a look at this example problem. Write a compound statement for each conjunction, then find its truth value. So here we have a triangle. You can see by the tick marks that this segment is congruent with this segment. These sides are congruent, 90-degree angle. P, the figure is a triangle. Q, the figure is two congruent sides. R, the figure is three acute angles. So the first one we have is P and R. So think about what that statement is. So the way it would look is the figure is a triangle and the figure has three acute angles. Well, yes, the figure is a triangle, but three acute angles? Nope, that's 90 degrees right there. So we know that's not true. And if even just one of the two statements in a compound statement is not true, then we know the whole entire thing has a statement value of false truth value. So with this one, remember, this tilde means the negation of statement R. So the conjunction of Q and the negation of R, let's see about that. The figure is two congruent sides and the figure does not have, notice I added that not because of the negation, does not have three acute angles. Well, both statements as written here are true, so the conjunction of Q and R negated, the negation of R, gets the truth value of true. Okay, the next thing we have to review is when a compound statement uses the word or, it's called a disjunction. So what we went over before, when it used the word and, it's a conjunction, or is a disjunction. And a disjunction is true if at least one of the statements is true. So for example, if I say I am alive or dead, one of those statements is true, so the disjunction would be true. And the disjunction of P and Q would look like this. That's the notation. So it's the same symbol upside down. Okay, so just to review, there's three main things we went over. Negation. Negation has a tilde there in front of the letter, and we read that as not P. Conjunction looks like this, and we read this as P and Q. And in order for a conjunction to be true, both statements have to be true. Disjunction looks like this, and it's read P or Q. And in order for a disjunction to have a truth value of true, at least one statement has to be true. Alrighty, see you in class.